Take a picture, just throw some money in there.
You're the one with all the money. You throw some money in there.
You got a false call. I want a ticket to anywhere.
Welcome. Today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on everything you need to know before you go busking. Like street performing, busking. I'm a singer-songwriter, so I play guitar and I sing. You might do the same. You might play the trumpet. You might dance. This is mainly for musicians, so I'm just going to give some tips based on my experience. I've been busking for maybe about 6 years. Not full time. I don't busk every day. I just busk, like a few times a month. There was a few points in my life when I busk like every day, but yeah, I'm going to give you 10 tips of advice from someone who's done it for a while on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So yeah, here we go. Okay, number one, get a busking license or a permit. Depending on your local council or what state you're in, you might not need it. But it's worth Googling, because sometimes you can go down there and then like a ranger will come and they'll tell you to shut up after like 10 minutes and they'll send you home. So first thing, work out if you're allowed to just busk for free on the streets, or if in certain areas, different areas often have different requirements, and then you pay a license fee and they will tell you some rules that you might need to abide by. Say you might need to only busk in certain spots. You might not be able to sell t-shirts. They all have sort of different rules. There's a few different types of licenses. There's annual licenses. There's pay per day, pay per month, quarterly. I've got a couple here. These are all expired. So this is one. That's one I use. That's expired for just a local council. And then when I used to be busking overseas, I had an annual permit, and that looked like this. If you can see, focus. No, it's not going to focus. Anyway, so that's an annual busking permit. This one didn't cost me anything from the local council. That was when I was in the UK. It was free, and it even got a picture on it. They just send you some rules, and there's certain locations you have to perform. This one, on the other hand, this is here in Australia. I have to pay about $120 per quarter for 3 months for one of these. And I've got to go back in every 3 months and get a new one, so this one's actually out of date at the moment. So first thing, get a license or a permit. Okay, my second point is you only sound as good as your equipment. So if you're going out there if your instrument sounds like shit, then you're going to sound like shit. If your guitar doesn't stay in tune, then you're probably going to sound like shit. If you don't have an amp, no one's going to be able to hear you. So you only sound as good as your equipment. Invest in yourself. I've had a friend who said, he's really good at guitar. He's been like, I've gone busking, just haven't done so well. I talked to him about it later, and he said he just kind of like sat on the ground and like strummed his guitar. But if you don't have an amp, no one's going to be able to hear you. So good equipment means you're going to sound good. Even if you're like the most talented person in the world, if your instrument is like broken or something, you're not going to sound very good. So invest in yourself and get good equipment. If you're starting out, you don't have to go nuts if you're starting out. You can get like a decent little street amp. You can put like a little bit of reverb on there to give a bit of like depth. And plug a mic in, plug your guitar in, and you'll be good to go with like a little Roland Street Cube battery powered amp or something like that. Just start with something. If you start with nothing, you'll get disheartened, and then you'll be, I didn't make any money, no one spoke to me, and then you'll give up. But you need some equipment to sound good. You need something, you need a bass line. And I would say having an amp is just bass line. So definitely get some good equipment. Okay, this one, I never really thought this much about it, but if you have a choice, stand up when you're busking. people just tend to notice you more. It's a small thing. These are just some small tips. But if you're sitting on the ground, playing your guitar, just chilling out, sitting on like a little stool, people kind of see you as you're kind of part of the scenery. You're kind of just jamming out. You look pretty relaxed. But if you're standing up, people take you a little bit more seriously and they realize that you're performing to them. So if you have the option, stand up. If you know, obviously if you can't, or if you've got an instrument that you need to be seated for, that's what it is. But if you're standing up, people notice you more, definitely. Yeah, so stand up. Okay, tip number 4, know your best spot. So where you're going to set up. So this takes a bit of trial and error. I've thought, hey, this spot looks really good, and I've played there, and it's been pretty shit. So find somewhere where people can hear you. People aren't going to be like walking over you. You don't want people walking too close. You want a bit of space in front of you so people can walk up to you and put money in your case. You want your noise to carry. You don't want to be right in front of a shop where the owner's going to come out and tell you to shut up. You don't want to be like right next to like a church or something, and they're going to have a service and they're going to tell you to move. So know your best spot. Takes a bit of practice, but you could see where other buskers are playing and sort of suss that out. But yeah, location. Okay, the next one is be unique. Don't go out there and just strum like Wonderwall for like half an hour. Everyone's gonna like hate you probably. Unless someone is going to pay you to play Wonderwall, then do it. So if someone comes up and goes, oh man, you can play Wonderwall, you'd be like, yeah, sure, play it, get $5, move along, who cares? But do your thing. So if you've got to like dress up, whatever, if you want to dress up, do it. If you want to wear like a T-Rex outfit and play guitar, like do it. Like why not? People do that, they make heaps of money. But don't change who you are. But if you've got like some skills, just use them. If you can ride a unicycle and play guitar, I don't know, just do it. It's cool. Someone will pay you to see that for sure. But yeah, so just be unique. You can put a case out. You could put like a bucket out. You could like get a pumpkin and like carve it out and like put that out at Halloween to collect donations. It's like different, So yeah, be unique. Okay, this next tip is don't get disheartened. So busking is inconsistent just by its nature. So especially the first few times you go, some people will just go and they won't make any money and they'll just give up. So you've got to give it a couple of goes because it varies. It's going to vary. If you have a bad day, just don't worry about it and just like move on. Sometimes you can have everything right. You can have the best spot. It can be kind of busy. You can do this. You can sing the right songs. You think you did quite well, but you just don't make as much money as you did another day. So just let it like bounce off you. Like that's just busking. I think every single musician would have busked and been like, oh well, shit, this it's not working out today. But that's busking. Just try another day. Try somewhere else. Like most of the time, it's going to be great. So don't get disheartened. Okay, I've lost track of the numbers, but I think this is number 7. Advertise. So get a sign. So this is important. So this was one of my early signs. You can see that. Why doesn't it focus on me? There we go. So that is just made out of like a bit of cardboard. It's got my Facebook, got my Instagram, and then after that I upgraded to one of these things. It's got Facebook and put one of them in my case when I was busking, and these days I just use like a little one. It's a bit like tidier. So I definitely recommend you have to put something there which has your name on it, because people are going to walk past and they're going to be taking pictures of you and videos of you, and then they're just going to go home and they're just going to forget about you. But if you have a little sign there, it's kind of like a tag, like a watermark in their video. So when they go to post that on Instagram, they can just tag you in it, and then you've just got free footage of yourself. When their friend says, oh, I'm looking for a wedding singer, 2 months later, they'll think, oh, actually, I heard this dude who's really good just down the road the other day, busking, and he sang that song that you love. And, they'll go through their phone and they can find that, and they can find you. So get a sign. Don't be afraid to like advertise. You know, get creative. Mine's pretty standard. It's not that creative, but you know, you can get as creative as you like. But yes, definitely have a sign. Unless you're starting out and you don't want anyone to know who you are. But just do it. Just make an Instagram and just like, yeah, it's good. It'll get you some work and it'll get you opportunities and stuff. And you never know who's there, who's walking by, which is one of the good things about busking. Okay, tip number 8, sell CDs. So, you know, these are some, that's a little one that I just like made myself. I just burnt the CDs, homemade, cheap. It's a really good thing to have because it's like a call to action. So when people walk by, you're saying like, hey, like, don't just throw $1 in my case. Like, you can do something. If you like my music, you can invest in my career, sort of, in a way. It's not really about what's on the CD so much, you know? So don't worry too much about if the music's crap. Just get a couple of covers on there. Just get something that's sort of you, and chuck it on a CD. One mistake you shouldn't make, which is one I've made, is pricing your CDs too low. So definitely do not do what I did. So I made heaps of CDs, and I don't know if you can see this will go. Anyway, I made this little sign. I was selling my CDs for $5. Don't do that. Just by experience, start higher, start 15, 20 bucks, even if it's just a homemade CD and it only costs you $2 to make. You put time, you put effort into it. You need to value yourself higher, and I go busking and people put a lot more money in, and they don't even take a CD. They'll put like $10 in and they won't even take a CD, and I'm trying to like get rid of them. So start higher, sell your CDs, even if they're these crap ones, like sell them for $20 and own it, because you're setting your own value. So if you sell your CDs for $5, people will think your music is only worth that much. So aim high. Yeah, don't do what I did. Don't sell your CDs for $5. It's too low. I sold for $5 because I was like, look, it's so cheap, and I just want to get my music out there, and I'll just sell loads of them. Nah, start higher. At least $15 for a CD, and then just go from there. Make sure you put your socials or your name on the CD. It makes sense, but you could put your Facebook or Instagram on there, because it's kind of also like a business card. So once people give you the money, you say, hey, take a CD, you just put $20 in, and then they've got your business card and your contact number and stuff. So that's also a really good thing to do. So sell CDs. Okay, don't overbusk. This is number 9. Don't overbusk. So don't go to the same spot and play the same songs every day for like a month and play the same songs over and over, because the people who live like upstairs or the store owners they'll just get like sick of you and they'll hit the same songs. So don't overbusk. Move around, keep it fresh, change your songs up. There's all different cities to go to, you know. Just I've played a couple times. I've gone busking and someone's come up to me and said, oh my god, like, thank god you're here. We've had this other guy here for, you know, every day playing the same songs. So just don't play the same spot every single day. Like, change it up a little bit, or change your songs. And respect other buskers. So don't set up right next to someone else and then like turn your speaker up to like full and just blare over them. It's just like, just treat other musicians the way you'd want to be treated yourself. If there's, say, one really good spot and there's always someone there, just roll your stuff up. Don't put your stuff right on top of them. Just like stand 5 meters back so they kind of know that you're there, but you're not like setting up on top of them. Just like wait there, and then between songs just be like, oh hey man, you know, what's your name? You sound really good. I'm so and so. How much longer do you reckon you'll be busking here? I might jump on after you. And then, you know, if he's a good bloke, he'll be like, oh yeah, just like 20 minutes max or something. And then, yeah, and then add them on Instagram, and you guys are like colleagues now. So, yeah. Yeah, so respect other buskers. Be friendly. Yeah. Okay, last one, number 10, have fun. It's kind of a cheesy one, I should remember like an actual tip. Have fun. But it's important. You've got to like smile and engage with people. If you look like you're stressed and you're like, I don't know, angry, like people are going to be like, what? Just like read the audience, you know, sing to the people, smile at people, kind of engage with people. You're part of like the community, so you're adding something. So, yeah, just enjoy it. Oh, actually, one other thing, some people like, there's this whole thing about like whether you put coins in your case before you start, so it looks like you have a bit of money, because people think if you look like you're doing well, you make money. I think it doesn't matter. I usually do it just because it makes me feel better, but what I do is I have like some foreign currency coins, so I can throw them in, like a couple of like dimes or, you know, American coins, or some like Indonesian little coins. I chuck them in because then when I take all my coins to the bank and put them in the machine, it doesn't add up more than I actually earned. It spits all the foreign coins back and then I use them again for the next time. So yeah, you can do that if you like, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got a full case or an empty case. I don't think it matters. If people like your music, they'll come over, they'll chuck $1 in. People do like to come up and like be really nosy though, and they will look in your case. So you'll be playing your first song when you just started, and some like kid will come up and he'll sort of just walk straight up to you and he'll just like look in your case and like judge you. But like it's busking. Like screw 'em. Just do your thing. Just stick to your guns and yeah, have a good time and just yeah, play some music. Anyway, I hope this helped. Yeah. I've got some other videos on like busking setups and like batteries and technical stuff, so have a look at those if you need any help with that stuff, and in the comments any other questions, just put them all there. I'll answer as many as I can, and yeah, do it, go busking, it's good. Alright, cheers.
Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make you laugh. Dreams come slow and they go so fast. And still when you close your eyes, maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch on that right. But you only need the light, only miss the sun when it stops.